So let me get the light. Hold on. So there was a couple lighting brands that you could think about, but the main one that I was a big fan of for various reasons. I think I caught. For various reasons was the Amaran. Sorry, I was trying to read it upside down. I was like, this is not looking right. The Amaran Aperture light. So Aperture is a brand that's known in Hollywood for producing like very high quality lights, and Amaran is their basically knockoff brand, Chinese brand that they own subsidiary. It's not really a knockoff if they own it, but you get what I mean. To where they're producing high quality lights, but it's not at the same price as their premier product, and it's a completely different company. But some of the things that I really like about this light and that other people reviewed was it's got an on and off switch. So if it gets unplugged for some reason, you don't have to go up there or mess around with it and go turn it on with the on button. If the on switch is on and you give it power, it's on, versus other folks have like little pressing buttons. So if it turns off or gets unplugged, you have to press the button again, which could be a problem if your light's higher up, if it's like a studio light, which I don't have those problems. But if I do unplug it, I don't necessarily want to have to turn it on with pressing the button if I've got it tucked away behind my desk or something like that. My desk is on wheels, but just didn't want to have to deal with it. And I didn't want somebody actually like touch it on accident or something touches it and then it turns off. And then probably the biggest thing was the mounting system. See, there's a theme here. The mounting system for this light uses the Bowings mount. And the Bowings mount is the USB of lighting, is how it's been described to me. I don't know. I'm not a lighting expert. But the light has the Bowings mount. The other brands use the Bowings mount, but they just use an adapter. And the adapter has sometimes issues, like sometimes it's lower quality or it's just not as good. And it's just like, why do I want to use the adapter when I could just use the light? And that was my perspective. It's like, I don't want to have to deal with the adapter. What if I lose the adapter? I've got to order another one. Why don't I just use a light that has the adapter built in and doesn't need one? So that's kind of my approach. And then the app, they're known to have a really good app because they use the Aperture app. I don't know if they're going to do a separate app or not, but I know they use the Aperture app, which is known to be really good. And there is a setting in here to where you can do eco sound fan or eco fan. I don't know the exact setting, but basically all these lights have fans in them, and these fans get loud. So if there's no ability for you to turn the fan off or to lower the fan sound, it can be a problem. This light is way too powerful for my space, so I'd only be operating it at probably 30% of its capacity. So the fan in eco mode plus not using it full capacity, it should be very quiet. But these are all the things you got to think about. I'm having a hard time getting this thing back in its case. Whatever, I'll leave it for now. But that's a lot to just that one light, thinking about the fan settings, the app, the capabilities, the mounting system, the adapter. How much light do you actually need in your space? You got to research all that stuff. I did that, and that's why I picked this light.